Ooni is legally married to Queen Naomi, even though they are divorced right now, but Ooni cannot stop attending to the needs of the child. That is why Ooni had to take it on his own self to go and visit Queen Naomi and the son at Akure this weekend. It has been noted that Queen Naomi is no longer welcomed in the palace of Ooni because the women of Ife had to sweep off her feet of the palace the very day she decided to divorce Ooni on internet. The people of Ife, the elders of Yoruba land, they saw it as an insult to the great king. And in order to make Ooni to have connection, to still have connection with the son, as the law abides, that is why Ooni still took it upon himself to visit them, to still prove to the world that he's a caring father, as he has always claimed to be. You guys can remember that Ooni's first girlfriend, the one that bettered the daughter, once called him out and called him a deadbeat father. That was last year, end of that last year, by asking Ooni to pull down a post he posted concerning the daughter's birthday. So here comes Ooni's daughter, okay? This is Ooni's daughter. This is what she looks like. And this is the lady that gave birth for Ooni. So I think Ooni is trying to close the impression of people knowing him as a deadbeat father. That was why he had to take it upon himself, despite the insult that Queen Naomi poured on him on the internet on 23rd of December 2021. He still decided to still prove to the world that he's a good father by going down there to visit the son. So I think that Ooni would not like history to repeat itself. He just wants to be fully part of the son. So Queen Naomi right now can't come to the palace, but Ooni can always go there to visit them. And believe me, according to our source, Ooni went there to make sure that his son is being registered in a very good school, whereby he will sponsor everything concerning the school, whereby he will make sure that the son has everything that is required of him to make him a successful student. And I know that some of you will be worried, why wouldn't Ooni take the son with him since they are divorced? But I'm telling you that Ooni is not just a traditionalist, but Ooni is a very civil man who believes in law despite being a traditionalist. So we are going to look at the law that guides a son or a child from the father till the child is of age. So here is the law that can prevent a father from not seeing the son. And Ooni, believe me, is not guilty of any of them. So right now, this is the law guiding a child or a father from not seeing the child. So if only Ooni were to be guilty of any of this, the law will make Ooni not to see the son. So calm down. We're going to read this thing together, and you will be learning a whole lot of the reason why Ooni has rights over the son, and Ooni will always go over there to visit the son despite he has issue with the wife. Okay, so this is the reason why Ooni will always go there to see the son. Okay, so in this place it's stated why a father can be stopped. So Ooni cannot be stopped because he's not guilty of all these things that are listed here. So he said one of the prevalent conundrums that separated mother grabs with is identifying the grounds that can warrant preventing the father from meeting the child. There are many of those conditions, and all of them are linked to circumstances that put the well-being of the child at risk. Some of them include situations that expose the child to criminal activity, exposure to abuse and mistreatment, predisposal to drug and substance abuse, exposure to violence, condition that limits the child's access to rights such as education. Then it went ahead to say, if the mother can prove that these conditions are predominant, the court will bear contact of the father with the child. So these things that are listed here, guys, are the things that can make a man not to see the child if the court orders the father not to see the child. But with what we listed here, when Naomi divorced Ooni, she never mentioned any of this on her letter to Ooni on the Instagram. She only said that she's going to face the work of God and face her child. So she didn't mention any of this accusation to Ooni. So that means Ooni has every right, 100% right, to always visit the son at Akure or wherever the Naomi takes the son to. So they are bonded by that, the son. Then with time, when the child must have come of age, maybe when the child must have gotten to 12 years, according to the law, the child will be asked reason why he or she would like to stay with either of the parents. So it's not left for the son to say, this is what I want. Okay, so you cannot transfer the son and say, okay, since there are other wives in the palace, let's return the son so that the other wives can take care of the son. No, nobody can take care of the son apart from the mother. And hence, Queen Naomi is in good health. She is not insane, as in she's physically fit, and she's able to get what she can give her son. Yes, she's not handicapped. She can always go and fend for what the child will eat in case of if the father cannot afford it at that right time. So that means Queen Naomi cannot, she cannot, and the law cannot allow anybody to take that child away from her as at this age. Understand? So Queen Naomi will always be there for the son according to Nigerian law till when the child gets to 12 years. You cannot transfer that child to other of those queens to take care of him while the mother is hale and hearty. So that is what the law says. And Ooni is a civil and good man, so he's trying to abide to those laws. The king's son will always come around. At a time, Queen Naomi will still allow the son to come around and spend some time during the holiday so that the son can be able to learn the cultures of the Yoruba kingdom. That is what it will also help the son in case of tomorrow if he were to be given the privilege that they gave the father to be the king, so that he can also know how to handle the traditions. So Queen Naomi knows all these things. That is why she's trying to take everything at ease to make sure that the divorce does not affect the son. So guys, that is it. I hope you've learned a whole lot in this video by listening to the way a child should be treated when there is divorce between the father and the mother. Although there is still hope, they might still come back together. It is left for Queen Naomi to still decide that on her own. So guys, thanks for coming around to my channel. Please click on the subscribe button. Bye.
Tadenikawo, you are a prince. You are a prince. Mommy's Bobo, you are a prince. Sadi Bobo, look at your skin. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You are so handsome. So adorable.
Ìwọ ló dára torí jójójó. Àdìsáré fòwò. Bọ̀bọ̀ 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 bọ̀bọ̀.